A push in California to clear homeless encampments. I'm community reporter Carson Wells here in San Luis Obispo. Today I spoke with Mayor Erica A. Stewart and other Central Coast city leaders about how a new ordinance from Governor Gavin Newsom will impact policies here on the Central Coast. They all tell me that for the most part they've already implemented the ideas outlined in this new ordinance. This week, Governor Gavin Newsom introduced a new ordinance designed to help cities crack down on homeless encampments in the state. This gives law enforcement the authority to shut down encampments that block sidewalks, parks, or any public property. City leaders I spoke with tell me these policies have already been in place across the Central Coast.
I really appreciate that the governor is trying to figure out how do we help clean up different spaces in our community so it's, more sanitary and healthy, and wildlife and nature is taken care of and people are taken care of. And at the same time, much of what he has put into his encampment ordinance is what we're actually already doing.
Other officials from Santa Maria and Atascadero shared the same message with me via email, as they were not available for an on-camera interview. While I was out across town in San Luis Obispo on Tuesday, I didn't see many homeless people or encampments. Community members I spoke with expressed this as well.
I didn't really notice any.
One of the main concerns local leaders and community members shared with me was the lack of funding for homeless resources.
If we're going to criminalize being homeless, we absolutely do need resources to make sure that they are getting the services that they need. You can't really fix a problem and just create more problems.
Having more resources or places for homeless people to stay, like shelters and stuff, would be good.
The ordinance comes with $3.3 billion in funding to support housing and treatment services, but it's being spread across the entire state.
One of the things that's hard to do is you have someone who's a social worker who doesn't make much money to begin with, and then on top of it to say, and we have funding for you for a year. Why would you want to do that job? How can we know for sure this is the funding that we can depend on?
She adds that offering resources is important.
We've been working really hard in helping people who are unhoused find other housing, find wraparound services.
In San Luis Obispo, Carson Wells, KSBY News.